Welcome to Solidray, my beloved friends. Again, thank you so much for joining us as we study together about what is Web3, what Web3 can provide. Should you understand Web3, what you can also contribute to this Web3. By the way, Web3 is the level up of the internet now. YouTube, Facebook, Food Panda, all the apps, they are now in Web 2. So right now, before this year ends, the first phase of Web 3 will emerge. And towards the next 2 to 3 years, the implementation will start. And you will begin to embrace a new era of internet. We call it the decentralization, Web 3. How to maximize it? That is what Solidray can bring. Solidray will bring a common sense solution, build a decentralized Web3 solid social platform. So that is the vision of Solidray. Solid means a full idea. Ray means light. So the ray is about light. It is not about Roy, Alan, and Shadow. No, it is about light, the solid light that you will receive, a light of opportunity, a beacon of hope. So this is what defines Solidray, giving a common sense solution to all people, business, wherever you are at in your locality or country. Our idea will support that. Now, Solidray seeks to become the leading ecosystem for all utilities. Take note, all utilities. Right now, live is our Web3 solid social media. That is our first step. That is our first step. And within the next succeeding months, we continue to progress. That's why to be part of this beautiful project, all you need to do is to hold tokens, especially we are on the ICO. So the impact of ICO, you can feel that between 2 to 3 years time. Imagine the impact of Bitcoin. Imagine the impact of Binance. Imagine the impact of Ethereum. They feel the value 2 to 3 years or even 5 years time. But during our time now, it won't be that long. Why? Because Ethereum just announced that starting August, late August this year, 2022, Ethereum will now leap the next era of Ethereum transaction, and that is the proof of stake. So Ethereum 2.0 will now be made available. I am very much happy about this because during the time when Ethereum plans to create 2.0, I was one of those who put 37 Ethereum because it takes, the minimum is 32 Ethereum at that time. And I was just so happy because of that smart contract that I participate, the Forsage smart contract on the Ethereum platform. It rewards me something like 910 Ethereum. So 37 of that I was able to place during the call for ICO on the Ethereum 2.0. It gives me goosebumps now. I don't know what's going on. Should Ethereum be, according to some of my friends in Europe, that once the Ethereum 2.0 will be launched, we are talking of 10, 20, 50,000 value on Ethereum within the next 2 to 3 years time. So can you imagine? We were able to participate on that ICO. Now, should you be able to participate on the ICO of Bitcoin when Bitcoin was still at $1 US, wow, it would really blow your mind away during this time. So for those early adopters, those 112 who are in this Zoom call right now for the ICO of Solidray, brace yourself within the next 2 to 3 years. What will be the Solidray, the SRT ecosystem be like? Now we have just opened the solid social media. It is like a Facebook, a haven for crypto lovers, for people who want to engage in crypto. Now we have the beta. We just started our first phase, releasing the Solid Social. Next will be our app, the phone app. So that is our vision. to become the leading ecosystem for all utilities. That includes a Web3 solid social media, which I will be expounding later, multi-chain wallet with the apps. We call it our Ray wallet. We also have the NFT marketplace, which is open for all tribes, kindred, tongue, people, wherever you are right now. So if you're a Muslim from the Mindanao and you would want to buy NFTs with Muslim characters, with your tribal characters, we encourage those who have this art and vision about NFT. You can enroll once we open up our Ray Academy. The Ray Academy will now be teaching about how to create NFT, how to place it in our marketplace, and how to monetize it. Those will be the program. So those families, those mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers who may have friends who are inclined into art, invite them over, share them the goodness about Solidray, because in Solidray, together we have so many functionalities there, which includes the NFT marketplace. And NFT is a very big business. Once Facebook will also level up, Facebook will level up into metaverse. It will now be a full virtual reality on Facebook. You will be buying your own gadgets for that. Once you create your house or whatever you want to create in the metaverse, you will be buying arts and decors and music. Where you will go is you can be on a right place, because with Solidray ecosystem, NFT is part of that. Now we also have the DEX exchange or decentralized exchange. This will now be on P2P. You can just send and receive over your phone using our Ray wallet. Then we have the launchpad. A launchpad is like an incubator, a term, a space given to those people, crazy-minded people who thinks on crazy things that can help humanity in support of Web3, decentralization, IoT or Internet of Things, and smart contract. So do you have any programs that support this? Any coins, beautiful programs, beautiful projects, you can launch it in our Launchpad. Of course, the community will be very happy to help that launch, because those projects which will be launched in our Launchpad, our community, our Solid Social community will be having an allocation for a token. Once their ICO will be fully consumed, our Solid Social will now have a part of that, which will then be added to our liquidity on our token. This ecosystem, this Solid Social media will become a platform for a safe place to communicate. Imagine, safe place to communicate and use cryptocurrencies in plural form, and will meet the most needs of the crypto community. So that is what we would want to seek, a place that will be friendly to all. So if you are holding other cryptos, if you are a company that promotes other cryptos, and you would want to have a common sense solution, the idea of common sense solution is like when you subscribe in Solid Social, there are functions there that can be very beneficial to your marketing. We have a function there that says group. So when you click the group, you don't need your team to download the Zoom. The functions would work exactly so much like a Zoom, so that you can be able to communicate and deliver your message across to your group. Our mission is to create a safe space for blockchain community. Now, this project of ours, the Solidray project, we are very happy because solidproof.io was able to audit us, giving us a green light that our project is for long term, and people who are holding our tokens will have the investment value of their token, because our project is long term. So solidproof.io, go check it out, do your research before you buy anything on Solidray. Listen to this presentation first. Think of it. Don't just jump in the water you don't understand. I would suggest you think about it. If it took you some time to think, and that some time leads to the tokens that are already consumed in the ICO, if it took you some time to think about that, And when you decide the ICO is fully consumed, you can still purchase on the decentralized exchange. But the only difference is the value is quite a little bit higher than the ICO. But like I said, we don't want to persuade people. We don't want to hype you also. Let the facts provide you with the right tools for you to decide if you would want to be part of this project by purchasing our SRT token. And it will be very good also if you purchase it on ICO because the price is very, very low during this time. What do I mean by that? I mean about quantity. The quantity of the tokens you will be holding. The purpose of KYC, the purpose of the audit, allows to conclude that Solidray, the SRT ecosystem, the Solidray community, complies the security standard and stands against fraud, money laundering, and terrorist financing. That is very important. The third party is very important to give us a green light that what we are doing is not a fly-by-night. We are not a rug pull company. We are here to provide a common sense solution to all cities, countries, and groups through our solid social media. Our solid social media, our Web3 solid social media functions exactly the same as Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn combined together. So that is what we would want. That is the reason why we will have licenses in all cities, because we want to make sure that solid social, Web3 solid social on Solidray SRT token will become a trending byword for media platform that uses and supports crypto. Our ecosystem consists of number one, Web3 social media platform. We all know for a fact that social media is very powerful. In fact, Duterte, our president, 6 years ago, because of social media, he won by landslide. Why? Because the social media was not able to filter all the informations, unlike the news giants and other stuff for that matter. Now, because of social media, people air out their sentiments. People air out this and that. Now, that's the beauty of social media. And the rest of the world now accepts social media. Right now, the internet, where our media is in right now, we are now on Web 2. Whether you like it or not, this internet will level up into Web 3. We, Solid Social, wants to be the first to develop a solid social platform on Web 3. This will be our flagship, and this will be our ecosystem, part of the ecosystem. Now, the NFT marketplace, like I said, is just like a mall of arts and music and other collectible items. So once Facebook will now level up to metaverse, you can go ahead, purchase your art in NFT marketplace. Should you want to learn deeper, there is also the NFT Academy, which we will create eventually. Then you will go ahead and enroll. So whoever creates referrals that enrolls on our NFT and that creates transactions on the Solid ecosystem, you will be receiving your own rewards incentive as well. And by the time you will receive that, our SRT already has a value because we will be live in the exchanger after our ICO. So that is the NFT. Everything adds liquidity to our SRT token. The Web3 will add liquidity through subscription and transactions within the Web3. The NFT is another avenue and revenue for our SRT token to have portions of that added to our liquidity. Because those who enroll will now create their own art. They will be placing that in our NFT marketplace. If somebody purchased that through the SRT token, because we will be using SRT token only. Although we welcome other cryptocurrencies, the thing is to convert that cryptocurrencies into SRT so that you can navigate and maximize the potential of the ecosystem. Because of interoperability, we welcome any cryptos for that matter. for as long as your crypto has value. Now, our Ray wallet is pretty much the same as the Trust wallet. So if you are a user of Trust wallet, you won't be surprised with the functions of the Ray wallet. It goes exactly the same with that. The only good thing about the Ray wallet, because it is part of the ecosystem, part of the ecosystem. We also have a DEX. DEX means decentralized exchange, wherein you can perform exchange blockchain-based programs that coordinates the trading of a large cryptocurrency asset. So you can do P2P and whatever transactions that you personally can engage. Now, this platform, our platform's benefits, when you use this, number one, your privacy is of the utmost. There is no need for you to go on verification in our platform because we support the blockchain. Again, we have zero regulatory functions because we are on the blockchain. Now, remember, each country has their own jurisdiction and regulation. Why will they do that? It is because the moment when you exchange your crypto to fiat, fiat means the kind of money where you are at right now. So if you're in South Africa and you would want to convert your SRT into the money of South Africa, of course, there is a regulatory function attached to it. In the Philippines, where I am at right now, there is an application called coins.ph. With coins.ph, it is now regulated by our bank. We are only allowed 400,000 pesos transaction per month. That is only the allowable transaction we can do should we convert that into peso for whatever crypto we would want. So right now, it was coins.ph who are holding that. But because some of my friends loves crypto, some of my business friends loves crypto, I asked them, should there be open to any encashment if there will be friends who would love to encash? When they begin to understand about P2P, they now accept and they now ask me, if you have friends, we can help you encash it. Because you are talking of a billionaire kind of people owning malls, owning hotels. So they have huge transaction in the bank. So I told them, prepare, because one of these days, there will be tokens with value. I will be asking you for your help. And of course, once you encash, bear this in mind, my beloved crypto holders. The moment you encash your crypto, there is what we call percentage given to that encashment. So should you want huge pile of money, remember, there is no such thing as free lunch, but charges on encashment. If that encashment charge favors you, because in the Philippines, the only option for you is coins.ph. Should you want to buy a house, you want to buy a car, and that value is like 5-6 million, how many months do you take to encash that 5 million should you depend on coins.ph? So if you have huge amount of crypto, and you would want to encash it, me and my team, the business team, will be very happy to entertain that. Of course, there is a price attached to it, percentage price attached to it, but it won't be that an issue for you, because should you get your crypto and buy your crypto on the ICO, like where you were able to buy your Ethereum during the ICO stage of Ethereum, like $1 only, and you have 20,000 Ethereum, and you would want to encash it, then the conversion charge is not an issue anymore, because you are now encashing your Ethereum at a rate of $10,000 per one Ethereum. So paying a transaction fee won't bother you. So like I said, this is our platform. It's privacy on the utmost. There's no data loss, no need for you to KYC, because like I said, we are decentralization. KYC is only good when you encash. Regulatory function is zero, and all tokens can be traded in our decentralized program. Now, our launchpad, like I said a while ago, is like a working space for people who want to develop new projects. Now, for SRT holders, for people who hold SRT and love the functionality of SRT, and they were able to translate this love into value, and that value amounted to $5,000 up, because that's how they understand it. Should you be the type of person who purchased that corresponding amount, the community also will say thank you to you by supporting the project. In that manner, you will be on the VIP seat once there will be new projects coming up, brewing up in our launchpad. Of course, once it launches in our launchpad, our team, our ecosystem will now consume that project because that project is very lucrative and good. You will be the first one to have a first purchase on that project. For those who purchase below the $5,000 mark, there is also a category for you. Like right now, if you purchase $500 up, you will now be part of the Solid Yacht Club, the Solid Social Yacht Club. This yacht club is a pool of people who were able to translate their level of interest by purchasing $500 up. So you will be given a commemorative token which bears the SRT logo coin, and there will be events and projects in Dubai. So should you like to attend there, this will now work as your badge or invitation representation so that you can join on those events which will be announced. Now, our centralized exchange works exactly like a marketplace, exchange marketplace platform. Should you want to participate on that, then you may do so because we also have that function. Now, we have the tokenomics. This tokenomics defines as a anti-rug pull tokenomics. What do I mean by that? Rug pull means there will be people who act like a whale, that their only concern is for them to earn. They don't care about the project anymore. They purchase huge amount during the ICO. Once it goes live on PancakeSwap or ApeSwap or whatever exchanger it goes live, they would maybe hibernate in a little while, and suddenly they will dump all their tokens because they would want to encash it. Although we cannot control that, but as much as possible, we will now be placing a anti-dump proof tokenomic percentage. So if you were the ones who purchased huge amount of tokens during the ICO, once you start to sell it, there will be a 12% tax attached to that. Why do we put 12% tax? Because we want to define it this way. 2% out of the 12% sell tax will be added to the quantity of SRT on those people who are holding. So you might be surprised. You are holding 1.2 million SRT token, suddenly it shoots up to 3 million. You were so surprised. What was just happening? It is because when a person buy on the exchanger, you get 2% distributed to all holders. When the person sells after the ICO, there's also another 2% redistributed to all holders who want to hold SRT on long term. Now, 4% from the buy tax will be added to liquidity. 5% from the sell tax will also be added to the liquidity. Another 4% will be given to marketing. What is this marketing? This is now the support of the Solid Social Web3 multimedia platform. Remember, we are going to register this in all cities and in every country. Why? Because we want to create the Solid Social as one of the solutions for people in that locality, specific locality. So right now, ask your friend, the one who invited you, to give you the link on our Solid social media so that you can have a glimpse on how nice and how good it is on our Web3 once we go full scale. Now, the price of our ICO right now is 0.0015. I suggest you buy as many as you can. Why? Because once the first round is fully consumed, we now go to the second round. Of course, the price varies. There will be additional 3 points that will vary from a 0.0015 perspective during the round 1. It will now be at 0.0018 on the round 2. Once the second round will be fully consumed, we will now be live on the exchanger. And once it happens, people can now start to pinch a little bit of their SRT, or they would want to convert it. So they can now do anything about their SRT token because we are now live on the Pancake Swap or might be on Ape Swap. How to participate on the ICO? Please talk to your friend. Talk to your friend who share you the Solidray opportunity. They can guide you how to do it. You have to download and all those things. They can guide you. Now, it would be nice if you download the Trust Wallet. You purchase the Smart Chain, Binance Smart Chain. Why is it that I need to purchase the Binance Smart Chain? Remember, the SRT token is under the Binance Smart Chain BIP20 token. So it would be very fast transaction if you purchase from there. Also, there are people whom when they purchase, the reflection of that token creates delay. Why was there a delay? Later on, our COO will explain that delay. But make no worry about those. All you need to do is just to screenshot your hash and then share us your login details. Our IT will take a look at it because probably during the fluctuation of connectivity and transaction, you might be it might be the reason. So they can check and then they can now forward your tokens straight to your dashboard. Remember, the minimum is $50 US. Should you purchase below $50 US, there is a bigger chance that some tokens will not go through. So because we now filters transaction. So please, if you would want to participate, please purchase $50 up. Do not purchase $50 below because otherwise there will be transaction loss. Now, before there is it can be done, but right now we filtered. It is filtered already that transactions will be $50 minimum going up. It is also your advantage because right now it is on ICO, so you can have a full number of quantity that you can purchase. Now, at this point of time, if you are a first timer and you would want to create wallet in the Trust Wallet, please make no mistake on keeping your 12-phrase key. This 12-phrase key is very important because this is the key to your funds. Should you lose your phone but you keep your 12-phrase key, chances are you can still retrieve it by buying another phone and then download the Trust Wallet app and then launch your 12-phrase key so that you can have access to your wallet. Remember, write this down in a piece of paper. I suggest you write 4 copies. You make copies like a size as a calling card. Write it perfectly. Do not be in a hurry like you are being chased by a monster. No, do not be in a hurry. Write it properly. Make it readable enough. Follow, if it's small cap, make it small cap. If it's number 1, you put number 1. Why? Because the moment you retrieve your wallet, that 12-phrase key will be asked, and if you cannot read your penmanship because your reading looks like a steno or maybe maybe you're a stenographer and you forgot the whole meaning about it, then you will lose your funds. So do not play a joke on the 12-phrase key because your 12-phrase key, should I remind you, is part of your financial life aspect. Create 4 copies. Place 1 in your drawer. Place 1 on your car. Place 1 on your bag. Place 1 on a jar and then write it down. Honey, in case of emergency, break the glass. Go ahead and write it down. So that is how it is. This is our phase. We have 4 phases in this project. Phase 1 is the identity, the ICO. Phase 2 is the launching of our Solid Social. Everything is now. We are very happy because we have a glimpse of our Solid Social. I would like to remind everyone that SRT is not a networking company. We are not a networking company. We may have a referral reward, but we are not a networking company. We are a utility token that creates a common sense solution by providing, number 1, Solid Social. Solid Social Web3 media media space, pretty much like Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn, Instagram combined. So that is our first phase of our utility. And talk to your friends who are present now. on our Zoom about how to install and set up your Solid Social account. So I will be giving the link for those people who are direct to me. Please message me so that I can give you the link and that you can be able to view the Solid Social. I'm going to tell you, it's very nice. It will blow your mind away. Later, I will be expounding that. Now, do visit our website. We have www.solidray.io. You can see the beautiful minds there pulled together that provides a common sense solution. We have our CEO, Evans Joseph, our co-founder, one good friend of mine, Elmer Suriska, then the rest of the team. You can view it out in our Solid website, www.solid.io. So I'm yours truly, Roy Alan Insurto, a global crypto ambassador and advisor for Solid social ecosystem. Now, I will be sharing much about Web3. Whether we like it or not, our internet, what we are seeing right now, this Zoom is on Web2. Web3 is fast approaching. Web3 holds the semantic web. The D apps, users monetize their data. Can you imagine on Web3? In Facebook, you cannot do that. But with Web3 right now, particularly in our Solid Social, users monetize their data. You can monetize your data through the native token that we have, SRT. Then you can have NFT, like what I mentioned a while ago. This is the marketplace for people who are on Metaverse. Question, if I have Web3 Solid Social Media, would it be okay if I also have Metaverse? Of course, it is okay. Right now, you have Facebook, you have Instagram, you have Twitter. How to manage that depends on you. So if you're an octopus, you have so many hands, you can double that at the same at the same amount of time. Now, it up to you on how you manage it. You can have Web3, you can have the Metaverse, you can do whatever you want. Me personally, I will also open my Metaverse, but I will be buying stuff on the NFT marketplace in the Solid Social where I am at now, because once I do that, it provides liquidity to the tokens that I am holding, the SRT token. Okay, benefits of Web2 revenue. Imagine Netflix, the revenue that Netflix earns. This survey was based on the US alone. 3.3 billion. They made 3.3 billion during the pandemic time. Can you imagine that? Because of Web2. Web2, you're being a subscriber. You're just paying. You are paying to become a subscriber. On Web3, you pay the subscription. At the same time, you earn because you can now start to monetize contents on Web3 if people likes the contents of what you do. So that's the beauty about Web3. So right now, I hope you understand that the SRT is not just another word like the other cryptos that you buy, you hold, invest, blah, blah, blah. No, it's not like that. It is beyond that. Why? Because we have the Solid Social. Our Solid Social functions like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn combined. So can you imagine that? That's the beauty of our Web3. Now, let's put our much emphasis on Web3. So I would read some of the points. The Web3 basic. Now, this is the evolution of the internet. Remember, the internet started from Web 1. The Web 1 internet is like newspaper. You'll just be reading only. That's Web 1. Web 2, we are now on Web 2. Wherein we can subscribe, we put content, we get monetized, but it is the company who still holds us. It is Facebook. If Facebook doesn't like your face, they will what we call blacklist your account. If you are selling something on Facebook and you are not paying in Facebook, you'll be kicked out. So that's how it is. With the Web3, Web3 is a decentralized application governed by a smart contract. Smart contract are tenors. Smart contract are agreements in cryptographic form. You cannot just put anything you like there. because if those anything may create harm in people, then of course that is not a good way to post. So the smart contract will take care of that. If you keep on insisting to post that and it cannot be posted, meaning your content doesn't support the smart contract activity. So with Web3, you do not expect customer service. No, we don't have that on Web3. Everything is run in smart contract. It is transparent. There is no point of argumentation because everything follows in the smart contract. Now, inside the Web3, there is a monetization app. Imagine the early days of popular application like Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube. This will now be combined into one account. And we are proud to tell you that our Web3 Solid Social is now live starting today. So please talk to your friend, ask the referral link so that you can sign up for free and you can now create your profile in our Solid Social Web3. Can you imagine, as early as now, we are now live. So once Web3 will go full throttle within this year and the next year, the value of our SRT token will just blow your mind away. Now, on the Web3, there are a few fundamental differences between Web2 and Web3, but the Web3 means decentralization. So in the Web3, enhances the internet as we know today. Web3 is about verifiable, trustless, self-governing, permissionless. When you say trustless, this is now equipped with a smart contract protocol. That is the reason why if you are posting messages or pictures that is not within the context of the smart contract, no matter how you will try to post it, it cannot be posted. That is the beauty of the smart contract. Full automation, self-governing, permissionless, distributed and robust, stateful, and of course, it supports the native payment. That's the reason why our project, our ecosystem only uses the SRT token. So picture yourself out, you go on a mall and you visit all those boutiques inside the mall. Before you can purchase, in the mall entrance, you will now be converting your tokens. Like if AZNT has value, you will now convert your AZNT into SRT so that you can go ahead and make a shopping list of NFTs or whatever you want, subscription to be part of the social media. You will now do that. That is the beauty of our Solid Social. Because of interoperability, it can now be interchanged with crypto that has value. So, our native payment, the SRT token is our native payment. Tokens also introduced a native payment layer that is completely borderless and frictionless. Companies like Stripe, PayPal created billions of dollars of value enabling electronic payment. So can you imagine that? Inside our Solid Social, there is a wallet attached to it. You can put wallets there, Trust Wallet, Ray Wallet, Tron Link Wallet, because that supports all wallets for Solidray Social. Now, the most exciting thing in Web3 is that the tokens and coins will play a vital role. So if you are holding tokens and coins, you will be very excited on what's going on between this year and the next succeeding years thereafter. Why? Because your tokens that you're holding will now start to emerge in value. So right now, do embrace yourself because you need to think about the next word, the crypto protection program. So that is the next thing you would like to think about. Now, let's go deeper. Let's go deeper in our presentation tonight. After we discuss everything, I would like to share to you that the father of smart contract is not Vitalik Buterin. Vitalik Buterin was the father of smart contract in automation. But long before Vitalik Buterin, there is already a guy by the name Nick Szabo. Nick Szabo is a Hungarian national guy, but now lives in the US. He is a computer scientist. He is a lawyer. At the same time, a cryptographer. So it was Nick Szabo who created the smart contract, and the first application was ATM machine. The ATM machine was the first application of the smart contract. The vending machine, for those of you who've seen jukebox, so that was the first application of the smart contract. Later, the smart contract was enhanced. The smart contract was enhanced and was now placed on automation. With smart contract, it is complete, immutable, and irrevocable. What is the meaning of immutable? Immutable means you cannot change it. The moment you place the agreement in the smart contract, even the author itself cannot change it. Because once a smart contract is now launched in a blockchain, be it in Tron, in Binance, in Ethereum, once it supports the smart contract, the author cannot delete it. So if they would want to redo the smart contract, chances are they will create a new one or enhance the old contract so that the old one will not take effect. It will now serve as a remembrance, reference point. The new contract will now overrule the first contract. So can you imagine? Transaction will be very, very transparent in smart contract. Now, the Web3 character is decentralization. So this is just a recap of what the Web3. Thankful to these guys. Can you imagine how crazy these guys are? Look at Vitalik Buterin. He's not a normal guy. Can you imagine? A normal guy acts like normal because his age, imagine, his age is 19 years old when he created the Ethereum blockchain. Can you imagine that? Can you picture out where are you when you are 19 years old? Me, I can picture myself. 19 years old, I was working at one of the leading fast food chain in the Philippines. And I wear a mascot. The name is Jollibee. I was the one. I was the one who wear that. And the rate was 75 pesos at that time per hour. I told myself, wow, this is huge, because when I was working at Jollibee, my rate was 11 pesos per hour. And be given 75. So I wore the first Jollibee mascot in Cebu. My goodness, it is like hell inside. It's very hot. It is very hot. So I picture myself when I was 19, looking at girls, having fun. This guy, at age 19, he was living inside his house, no friends, keep on thinking of numbers. So can you imagine? This guy is like an alien. Thinking about complex numbers at age 19. We say thank you to him. Friends call him crazy. Friends even call him abnormal. And alien and all those bully stuff was thrown to him. Because of that, he was able to create the Ethereum blockchain. And right now, Ethereum was the first cryptocurrency that is programmable. Because of this idea, Tron emerged. Because of the idea of Vitalik Buterin, Binance emerged. Now picture yourself out. If this guy are networkers, would they have to know each other? No. Because networking creates wall in your eyes. Companies would say, are you open mind? Join us. Once you join, they prohibit you to join others. Our ecosystem, the Solid Social, we are not a networking company. We are a company that will provide common sense solution. That's why we don't have the upline, downline, crossline. We don't have that. And if you have that in your mind, please take it away. Why? Because if you have this upline, downline, blah, 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 chances are you would like to communicate to those people who understands upline, downline, crossline thing. Not all loves the idea of upline, downline, because some people got scammed, got conned by those upline, downline thing. So my appeal to those who are in right now, if you're holding other cryptos that are with the idea of referral, please open your mind. What you are now is you are a crypto advisor. Crypto is a digital asset. So you will advise what is the best crypto to hold. That is who you are, crypto advisor. And if you want to level it up, better you take a license so that you will become financial coach or financial advisor. You can discuss both the fiat and the crypto together and present it to friends so that they can choose what is best and you can coach them. In this way, People will not look at you as a conman or a scam artist or blah, blah, blah. Because if your idea on crypto hooks onto the idea of network like upline, downline, blah, 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 chances are you will end up hyping the whole thing, like talking to your friend, you buy SRT because in the next 1 year, you will have $10, this and that. What you're after is the percentage once they buy tokens. The reason why we have this, we have the coffee talk, we have this presentation, for you to understand that before you hold SRT, you need to understand what is the project of SRT. Why is SRT will have this value? What makes this to create that value? Once you understand crypto, that with crypto, everything is long-term. Yes, it is true that you will earn millions, but these millions will not come overnight like that. No, it will not come overnight. You need to have a solid understanding on what crypto is. People may go and pawn their house or pawn their shop or whatever because they believe in crypto. But chances are they miss the idea on how it is to have value. They just love the idea that it has value. I would want to emphasize, you have to read the context of that project. Why is it very interesting? What makes it having the value in the next 2 to 3 years? For me, I am proud and bold to say that SRT within the next 2 to 3 years, it will have a value of $1 or more. So if you are holding like 1 million SRT right now, make no mistake. Why? Because that will increase its value in content. Can you imagine if it hits $1 within the next 2 to 3 years time? Even if it hits 3 years time, what is 3 years on a $1 million term? If you put your $150 in the bank, 3 years time, it will never ever be 100,000 pesos. But with a good project that can create a good common sense solution to the community, like the Web3 social media, because of subscription, because of transaction, because of NFT, it adds liquidity to our token. $1 is not an impossible thing. It might be beyond $1 because we have a loaded of transactions. Now, I will now go farther. BitTorrent, Tron seeks to decentralize the internet. Long before he wants to decentralize the internet, that was his dream. Justin Sun, when he created Tron, he was 20 years old. Can you imagine that? 20 years old. If you are sitting right now and your age is 60, do not feel bad. Do not go and bang your head. Just be very happy. Why? Because you can still ride the wave of opportunity. Bitcoin is not an investment anymore if you look at it on short term. But if you look at it on the next 10 years, then I will guarantee you Bitcoin is an investment. Even if its value is higher, it is still an investment. Why? Because within the next 5 to 10 years, Bitcoin will hit $1 million. That is a verifiable fact. If you are in crypto, it is very easy for you to say that. Why? Because crypto, the Bitcoin is the father of all crypto. You cannot transverse without passing Bitcoin. So that's how it is. Now, Belarus, add this in your vocabulary. Belarus is the first country in the entire world that legalizes smart contract. So when the rest of the country that says Bitcoin has no value, when Bill Gates says I don't put trust in crypto, in my own understanding, in my own level of reaction, I would say bullshit. I would say that. Proudly, I would say bullshit to that. He is hiding something. Probably he is hiding something because he wants to own something, creating false impression on crypto so that people with very less idea on crypto, they will end up sell their crypto. Now, those people who listened, who attended our Zoom every night, who now understands crypto, even if Elon Musk will say, I don't like this and that and blah, 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 will you unload your crypto? No, you will not do that. Why? Because when you unload your crypto, somebody else will buy it. And when that somebody else will buy and have the chance to wait, you'll feel sorry when crypto will reach to that level. You'll just scratch your head and say, why did I do that? Now, in the UK, I mean in Paris, I saw this toilet. I imagine myself, I can also do this in my country. Creating a smart toilet, they can pay both in coins, in dollars, or they can swipe their card, or they can pay in crypto. So in Paris, you can see this toilet. You will pay €2, and the toilet is yours for the next 15 minutes. Inside is a shower. There is a hair dryer. There is an iron and an iron plane. You can iron your clothes there within the next 15 minutes. So can you imagine the smart toilet? Now we also have. When I attended one on the Bitcoin Summit, I was able to test drive this BMW, which is electronic and which is run by smart contract also. Very interesting. Also the smartphone. Now our smartphone, you can maximize your smartphone. Smartphone, expensive smartphones like the Note of Samsung, it works like a personal computer. According to the technician, he said, "Sir, your Note 9 still is very good condition. Keep this." So I told myself I did not make a mistake by investing on expensive phone, because I use this as my crypto bank holder. So I was very happy with the progress of my phone. So now the smart company calls me and they level up to a fold kind of phone. So I was happy because they now call me and, "Sir, pick up your phone," and blah blah blah. So I will use that also in my crypto wallet. The good thing about smart contract, because smart contract is very easy. You don't need days to create it. Lawyers, you don't need lawyers also to do that. It can work perfectly. Now, how to buy crypto? If you're in the Philippines right now, the best thing for you to do is download the Click app, because there are cases that the 7-Eleven Click vending machine will be offline. If that's the case, download the Click app. Once you download it, you can request the cash in. Go to 7-Eleven, pay the cash in so that it will reflect on your GCash, send it to CoinsPH, and now you can purchase your smart chain through Binance. In CoinsPH, I am using the Bitcoin Cash token because the fees are less and transactions is quite fast. I don't use XRP because I had a bad experience with SRP. Until now, I still did not receive my 6,000 SRP token. I don't know what happened. So I just don't know how it is. They told me that because lag and stuff like that, because of that experience, I did not do transactions anymore with XRP. I am quite happy with the Bitcoin Cash because it is fast, easy to transact, and it is also be found in coins.ph. For those people outside the Philippines, I'm very sorry that my presentation was focused on the Philippine app, because I am not familiar also with your applications in your locality in Africa or in wherever places you are at. Probably you will have your own crypto exchangers there. Then you can also do the same as we do, from fiat to crypto. Now, the good thing about the smart contract is that our program, our Solid Social, is run on smart contract. And after our ICO, we will launch the SRT Revolution. The SRT Revolution is for people who would love to share the goodness of our utility to other friends. If they do so, they will be rewarded with SRT token. 1 billion token will be allocated to that. By the way, the SRT community, the SRT ecosystem is backed up by 10 billion token. So we are a 10 billion token ecosystem. 1 billion will be allocated for the SRT Revolution. This SRT Revolution functions like a referral program, but the referral program is completely on a smart contract module. So there is no such thing as request of withdrawals on token. It's smart contract. So the moment you created referral, automatic, it will just go straight to your Trust wallet once we go live on exchangers and in the Trust wallet app. Now, our Web3 solid social media platform is so nice that it is well equipped. It is well equipped. Later on, I will expound the good thing about that because I already have a screenshot of my account also. Now, some of this information I will say because I cannot contain myself. I was very excited about this. Solid Social will be a perfect solution to both individual and business. The Solid Social is a perfect partner to learn, share, and earn. In our Solid Social, there is also a button that rates people's transaction. So if you're a farmer and you would want to sell something on our Solid Social, all you need to do is to click the affiliate. Be an affiliate. There is a program attached to it. Later on, we will be sharing how to do that. Like I said, it is a common sense, perfect solution for business and individuals, which is in the category of subscription. Like we have the business package and the normal package. There is attached to it. Every package holds another extra button. So this extra button, you will experience good solutions for your company, for your group, or for you as an individual. The Solid Social Rate Me button is for all. What is the impact of this? The Solid Social Rate Me is when people share their skills to friends and their friends feel so satisfied, they will now rate that guy. Once you get a 5-star rating, that 5-star rating, keep that because you can redeem that in terms of travel, in terms of dining, in terms of food, in terms of shopping, or in terms of whatever you would want, travel, in terms of travel. We do this to reward good people. So in our Solid Social, you expect that there will be lots of good people. Why? Because this is not a room for bad people. Bad people will not get any points, only good people. So our Solid Social, once we go full scale and once we go towards licenses in all localities and cities, when we launch it, you'll be expecting the mayors will be part of the ribbon cutting. You'll be expecting the head of police will be part of that. Why? Because we would want to give the impression that this Solid Social will lessen crime in terms of fraudulent transaction and in terms of other people who would want to take advantage on other people's innocence by fooling them in terms of payment. You cannot do that in our Solid Social. Why? Because our Solid Social is for real and transparent people. That is the good thing about our Solid Social. Now, the Solid Social Ray Academy is focused on NFT. We will also have that. So for parents whom their children would love to draw, why not enroll them? And we will teach them how to place their drawings, their arts in Solid Ray Academy based on the NFT. Because once Facebook will go full blast on their metaverse, this will now create an impact on your Facebook virtual place. You'll be buying arts and music and all those stuff, and then you go ahead and decorate your own virtual space in Facebook metaverse. Now, during the ICO, we give rewards to people who do the extra mile, and that reward translates in by the millions. So if you have friends who purchase 1 million SRT and above, you being the one who refer will receive 5%. So if that is 1 million, you can receive 5,000 token added to your folio of SRT token. And on top of the 5%, you'll also be given 5% in Smart Chain token. Smart Chain token are tokens with value. So you can receive that as well. Should you want to recycle that and purchase that into SRT because you would want to maximize more SRT, you can also do that. Now, right now, I am showing to you the impact of sharing friends on on referral link. Now, when you want to start with us here in Solidray, if you happen to be in the Philippines, please listen to this. If you are new in the crypto world, there are steps on how to start. For Filipinos in the Philippines, and for others also in your locality, you can also follow the way we do. Number one, in the Philippines, we download GCash. GCash is an application wherein your fiat will now be converted into a digital form. Remember, the first phase to have crypto is to let your fiat go in a digital form. And in the Philippines, GCash is the solution to that. When you already in the crypto and you would want to share it to friends, remember the impact of refer a friend button. Inside the GCash, there is a refer a friend button. Why is it so? So that your friend can download the real GCash and not the phishing kind of GCash, wherein it will just create withdrawals, unprecedented withdrawals, and you'll be shocked about what's going on. Why? Because you just downloaded a fake GCash wallet because you did not ask help from a friend. Like I said, if your impression to this is like networking and you are a successful networker who has a sickness of upline downline syndrome, you might not want to ask a referral link because in your perspective, when I ask a referral link, then he gets money out of me. That is the most selfish of representation given from a people in the network. I'm very sorry to say this because once upon a time, I was also hit by that sickness. And because of that, I lose 110 Ethereum because I did not ask a referral link from MetaMask. I go ahead and then make my own way because I don't want that someone will get the benefit out of me participating, which was a wrong move. When I begin to understand, now I am very much asking for people, if I am new to this app, can you give me your referral link so that I can go ahead and download the real app? So download the referral link from GCash. Then you download CoinsPH. Next, if you're in the Philippines, you can also have access to Binance. Please ask the referral link of Binance to your friend so that you can download the Binance app. Now, sometime during the pandemic, Trust Wallet was still very infant at that time. And there is this referral link button. I was one of those who maximized the referral link button. Because of that, I was able to share more than thousands of people during the pandemic, teaching them about what is the Trust Wallet. Because of my dealings with Trust Wallet and all the records that I do for Trust Wallet, the Trust Wallet gives me a reward amounting to 350,000 Trust Wallet token. I was so shocked when the value appeared. Right now, the value of the Trust Wallet is at 37 pesos. So if you have your calculator with you, you compute 350,000. That is the value of the reward that I get. Can you imagine? Because of teaching, I get the reward. That is why during the ICO, if you teach this to friends, the community will reward you back. Why? Because this community is for long term and they would want to reward those people who do the extra mile. If that people is you, then you'll be very happy because there is a reward attached to it. Now, I would like to show you the reward that I get out of teaching crypto by letting people understand what Binance is. Remember, in Binance, they have the word invite now or refer a friend. When you click that, you will be having codes. This one, referral code. So what I did, I shared to almost nearly 5,000 of my friends. And during that time, 12 of them engages on transactions in Binance. The good thing about Binance is every transaction you get paid 20%. So can you imagine? 20% out of the transaction fee Binance gave me. And that 20%, the total of that amounted to 0.0088 BTC. If you multiply it by now, the value of this is something like 20,000 pesos, like 500 US dollar. Who will give me a 500 US dollar if I share to people? The referral reward will take care of that. Question, because it is a referral reward, some people who are whose minds are very limited, they would say, that is networking. What is networking? They would say recruit. No, why will I recruit a person who for Binance? The reason why I shared the link, because that guy wants to create a journey with crypto. So the best thing is to teach that guy, equip that guy on the same knowledge that you have. Because when that guy purchased the same token that you have, it increased the value of that token. That is how crypto works. You don't recruit a person, you teach the person so that that person will teach another one, and everyone is teaching another one, then everybody gets paid and everybody is happy. Now, because of my passion to teach, everywhere I go, this happens during 2015. Can you imagine? During 2015, I was in one of the suburbs, outskirts of Hong Kong, and I was talking to these overseas Filipino workers. 4 of them were able to purchase Bitcoin when Bitcoin was still at very low price. They were able to hold 16 Bitcoin. And can you imagine that? Right now, one of them is now here in the Philippines for good. So I was able to bring, in Europe, I was able to bring 15 people. So we tour around Europe. That's the beauty of teaching. That's the beauty of the referral reward. And Solidray will now launch the Solidray Revolution. 1 billion token will be allocated to that. If you are very keen on that, I'm sure you'll be very happy and excited. Now, who gives the value of token? The one that gives the value to the token is energy. Energy is what gives the value to the token. So if you are talking about Bitcoin, during Bitcoin's early stage, nobody Bitcoin, that's why less transaction. So the value of Bitcoin is $1. Right now, Bitcoin's value is million. That is 2 million worth of energy. That's how Bitcoin and other crypto works. So how will SRT token create value? Number 1, because of Solid Social subscription, it creates value. On the Solid Social, there is merchant advertisement. On the ecosystem, there is NFT marketplace. There is the NFT Academy. All of this transaction creates value to SRT. That is the reason why it is very important that during the ICO, you buy as many tokens as you can, because during this ICO stage, the SRT token is very, very, very affordable. Once the whole ICO is fully consumed, we will now be on the exchanger. There is a little difference of the price already. So you may be having less quantity once you miss the ICO. Okay, who will support the Solid Social Web3 subscription or subscribers? Number 1, churches. If you are a pastor and you have a church, and your church is moving because your church is a group of people, you would want to consider purchasing crypto SRT for the benefit of the church. Once that crypto has value, then now the church will have enough funds to do whatever ministry they would love to do. Next is cooperatives. Cooperatives can hold huge amount of crypto. They can participate and buy huge amount of SRT, because the cooperative will also get the benefit once it has value. In the Philippines, we have political party list. They can also participate that. Small business owners, you can also purchase ICO tokens from the SRT. Family operated business, corporations, individuals, crypto groups, and tribal leaders. Tribal leaders who now engage on our tribal leaders right now, especially in the Muslim area side. You cannot just say they are illiterate. No, because of the internet. With the ICO, they can take part of this. They can pool their funds, create one wallet to that. They can buy a huge amount of crypto and then wait for that to grow. They can also participate on the NFT, because tribal leaders can participate in the NFT. They might consider creating their own metaverse with tribal designs. That's the beauty about it. So right now, our Solidray ecosystem community creates a solution by helping promote subscribers' interest in all aspects. It creates a common sense solution to small and medium corporate. It promotes real transparent transaction to people. It lessens fraud and illegal transaction due to the rate me reward feature. You don't want to mess around. Why? Because should you want to visit places, all it takes to be good and transparent in our ecosystem, and you'll be rewarded with the rate me 5-star based on the engagement of people. So if you're a farmer, if you are a plumber, or a a carpenter in one of your place, and you're doing good on your service because you place that in the Solidray social media, our solid social media, then people who gets your service, they pay you in tokens, they love your service, they will now rate you. If your rating holds so much, you can convert that into travel. So this time around, even if it's domestic travel, you can have the opportunity to visit places. All it takes to become good in our ecosystem. Can you imagine money remittance? We will have functions on that in our ecosystem. There will be companies who will be joining and who will be purchasing a huge amount of SRT token because they will use that as utility in terms of remittance in their own group. So we also accept that in our ecosystem. Now, Vitalik Buterin, the founder of Ethereum, just announced that by the end of August, a merger is anticipated. This merger is translated into an interoperability aspect. We are very excited because the Ethereum 2.0 will now be launched within the course of this year. You will also be excited, my dear SRT holders, because Web3 will now start to emerge beginning this year. Can you imagine that? And you are holding an SRT token that supports Web3 solid social media. Now, at this point of time, before I close, I will now redirect your attention on the solid social. My congratulations to the COO for the job well done. Take a look at our solid social. Look at the functionalities here. It is like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn combined together. There is a trending button. There's a bookmark. There is a create ad. So you can create ads. You can place your skills, whatsoever there. When people loves to pay, they can pay in tokens, like SRT token, of course. There is a wallet portion. You can add your trust wallet. Here is the button here. The affiliates, in the affiliates, you can see businesses attached to our solid social. You can see other functions which it will blow your mind away. Now, on the bottom side, because I'm using the mobile, you can see others. We have the Fed, we have groups. So picture yourself out. If you are holding, if you are a networking company and you would want to be part of the solid social, we welcome you also. So it's very easy for you to click on the group, list all your groups there. One click away, then the functions will be like Zoom. We can create, those will be the functionalities. So this is a common sense solution. Those who don't understand the ecosystem of Solidray, now you understand the reason why we will apply licenses in all cities, countries, wherever you are right now, because we would want to spearhead the Web3 solid social media. There will be language attached to this. Chinese, Bahasa Indonesia, Bahasa Malaysia. My goodness, all. We will do all. Can you imagine the value of our SRT token? Within the next 2 to 3 years time, there will be more subscription. What I just shared to you, the value of Netflix. Netflix was earning 3.3 billion out of subscription fees. Can you imagine the subscription fees, the NFT sale, the decentralized exchange percentage, the launchpad percentage, the transaction on skilled people in the solid social percentage, combine them together. That will add liquidity to our Solidray token. If it will not blow your mind away, I don't know what kind of man are, what kind of man are you. So Jack Ma said, it is very important that you will be the first. Forget about the rest. Right now, our Solid Social is now live. And I am very happy and thankful because I can now talk to a lot of merchants. They can now be placing their goods and stuff in our Solid Social. On the first stage, there is no subscription. It's free. But once we go on the next stage, we now start to monetize. Subscription will now start to be paid. More features will now be paid based on subscription. More solutions will now be created based on the subscription packages. According to Charles Darwin, it is not the strongest of the species that survives, not the most intelligent, but the one that is adaptable to change. They will survive. Nokia almost died. Thanks to Google, Nokia was purchased, but it's already late. What was instruct in the minds of people, if you talk about a smartphone, it's now iPhone and Samsung. Now Huawei came to the picture. What happened to Nokia? Because they failed to adapt. That's why the CEO was crying. Embrace yourself right now because of technology. Why? You are in the right place. In Solidray, we have this saying that with Solidray, together we can. Thank you so much. And for those who attended, thank you so much for giving me your ears during this presentation on the ICO. On the ICO, please buy more tokens. Why? Because whether you like it or not, somebody else's will. At least you can buy some. Try to this own at least 10 million SRT token, be it on buying or sharing it to friends, so that you can have good amount of tokens once it has its value.
Hello, good afternoon. Good to have you guys on board. And we are so happy to announce to you that we are live, and we need your feedback, So I believe you guys have seen the platform, what we have been waiting for. So you guys should just go in there, create an account. If you don't have an account, then give us feedback, how you feel about it, and so we can know what to do next and all. So you are here. Thank you so much for supporting Solidray. We want to create a safe space for crypto communities, for blockchain enthusiasts and all. So that is the purpose of this project. So if you've not gotten your ICO, do that as soon as possible, because very soon it will not be available. And you having the ICO, you are going to benefit in a long run. I believe Mr. Roy has enlightened us about the process of Solidray getting the ICO and how you can benefit from it. You understand? So, and we have a lot of things in store for us that is coming. Solidray, Solid Social is a blockchain, is a social Web3 social media that is curated for blockchain needs. For you can blockchain have different departments, hospitalities, banking industry, and also that is what the social media is meant for. Different kind of blockchain industries. Very soon, people are going to be using, industries are going to be using blockchain, the internet, the social media, the hospitality, tourism, name it. Every industries are going to be using blockchain. So we are in the blockchain era, whereby we have a social media that every blockchain enthusiast can communicate. They can interact, you know. So that is the era we are right now. And we are in the Web3 era, whereby the Web2 will be out of existence soon. Will now integrate into Web3. Everybody will start using Web3. So that is the era we are now. So you having a project that is into this space is something very unique. So spread the word, tell people about Solidray, what we are doing. Let's feel the hard cap of the ICO. Invite friends. We are here now. I can see we are 141 person here. So we can invite people, tell them. You see, a lot of people have been putting their money in a Ponzi scheme, get rich quick. That is not how to make wealth. You understand? They are just, it's Ponzi. They use I'll call it how we say it in my place. They use Peter to pay Paul, use Paul to pay John, John to pay, you know. So that is what they do. So when you get involved, by the time the last person stop registration, then the platform will crash. You lose your money. So that is the situation. So tell people we are not MLM company, we are blockchain company. When you buy your tokens, let it be in your wallet. That token, they are going to grow because we are going to be putting liquidity into the liquidity pool every month by the time our social media starts generating revenue by the grace of God. So, and I can tell you, I can assure you, with 5 million users, which is nothing to achieve, with 5 million users, we know the kind of revenue we are going to be generating from Solid Social with 5 million users. And we are going to be buying back Solidray Token SRT and bond. We'll buy back with bond, then adding liquidity to benefit all the holders. And all the holders have 2% allocation. Like when anybody that sells or buy as a holder, you have 2% that will be coming to you. We're sharing the 2% to all the holders from the buy, sell, buy tax and the sell tax. So these are benefits. So before you know it, Solidray will hit $1. Solidray will hit $1. So that is why you need to have this token. It's for a long term, before you, when we talk about long term, we are talking about, let's say 2 years, 3 years, it might even be a year. Before you know it, it can even be 6 months. Who knows? You understand? So, but one thing I can assure you guys is that Solidray is gonna hit $1 with the strategy we have in place, with the team behind the Solid Social, with the team behind the Solidray, we will hit $1. So that is just a fact. And one thing about social media is that you can't avoid using it. Everybody uses social media. So that is why the community, I'm just kind of looking at them, you know, we have built this social media not just for the 11,000 plus community we have there. No, we have built it for 7 billion people in the world. So the people that are going to be using the social media are community outside the Telegram group. You understand? People in the Philippines, people in Africa, people that don't even know. So these are the people in China, people in various countries that will be using this platform. So let us work hard. Let us work hard to bring in people we love, that will want to see that they make money. They have a long-term investment in their portfolio. Let's bring in these people, tell them about Solidray, tell them to get SRT token, that this is the new big thing that is coming. This is the new big thing. No doubt. So that is it. So we encourage you, and we are planning a program for anybody that buy SRT more than $500 worth of ICO. We are going to be giving that person a gold-plated SRT token, physical coin, a gold-plated, and that gold-plated physical coin will grant you access to mint our Solidray Yacht Club NFT before December. That gold-plated will, once we complete the number of the gold-plated token, we will not give again. And that is the number of NFT we are going to mint, we are going to produce. And when you have this NFT, you are going to have access to every program we are going to be holding in the UAE twice a year, Solidray Yacht Club. And this program, we are going to be inviting industry thought leaders that will be teaching you about business, that will be speaking like a conference. And it's going to be mixed with conference and lecture. Conference and lecture, that is what we are going to be having, business and lecture. So you need to get SRT worth more than $500 so that you have access to this gold-plated SRT token. So when you are coming, when you meet that NFT, is the gold plated token you are going to be using as a pass. Yes, you are a bona fide member of Solidray Yacht Club worldwide. So we are not going to be doing the meeting in only Dubai. We are going to be organizing it in different countries. We can have it in Philippines, can host it in the Philippines. All the leaders, everybody will gather. We share ideas, we share business, we bring in people that have been successful, that have made it in business, big industry thought leaders. We'll bring them in, we invite them, they'll come and speak. I can assure you, our lives will never remain the same when we are feeding on these people. What these people are going to be feeding us with, our life will not remain the same. See, let me tell you something. People go to school to learn business from people that do not have business. How would they be able to create business? That is why you see a lot of graduates, they are looking for a job, because people they learn from are the people that don't have business in school, university. So when you learn business from people that have been successful in business, that have built a business, you'll be able to create a business even without finances, because they are going to be telling you their secrets, how they did it, how they made it. So that is the secret of learning from those who are successful, who have made it in business. So these are the people we are going to be bringing. You understand? These are the people we are going to be bringing in to come and teach you how they became successful in life. So that is the secret. So Solidray is not just, that is why we have a community, Solid Social, learn, build, network, and community building. And so these are the things we are made of. So we are going to be bringing in people to teach you business. You are not just, so that when that token, when SRT token becomes $1 and you have $1 million in your possession as holding, you know how to create business with what you are holding, with your finances. So Solidray is here to make people a millionaire. You get the point. That is what Solidray is all about. Creating future millionaires. So we are going to explore every possibility to make our community members successful. So that is it. So let's spread the word, invite people. We are not just a project that are hiding behind the computer telling you to buy our token. No, we have a track record. We've been into business, different things, you know. So we don't do things that don't work. That is it. So let us put our hands together. I can assure you, we have people, we have contacts. We want you to work hard so that, see, we have a lot of people sitting behind, watching. They are just on the fence, watching us. We have contact with a lot of them. We have had conversation. There is a stage they want us to reach before they come in. And I assure you, when those people come in, you are going to be marvel what we are going to become. And Solid Social will go for seed funding next year. We want to prepare, make everything perfect. And our target of seed fund, maybe we are going to use Crunchbase. I believe a lot of us know Crunchbase here. The minimum of seed we are going to raise from Crunchbase for Solid Social should be like $20 million. So all the ICO you are seeing right now, when we say buy the ICO, it's just, they are nothing to what we want to raise with Solid Social on Crunchbase. When you go to, maybe you can go and research Crunchbase after this meeting, just research Crunchbase and see the kind of tech projects, different projects they are financing. People are raising seed there. It's not even up to what we are doing. So that's to show you that you are on track. You are in a perfect project, in a good project. You understand? You are in a good project. So when I see people in the group lamenting about how we are delaying or this, how we are creating business with Solidray, they don't. I look, you know, these are people that don't have vision. They don't see the future. They can't see what is coming. They can't see how they are going to be rich, how they are going to be a millionaire with this project. They don't see anything. All they just see is to launch and sell their token and make maybe 2x, 3x, 4x, and they don't want to. That is why you see them, they move from one project to another, jump, you know, from left, right, center. They don't have a base. I call them wandering star. You know, like those stars, when you look at the sky, you see it, it will just fly in the night. You'll not see it again, it disappears. Wandering stars. So we will not be a wandering star. We should have a base. And Solidray is our base. Let us build together, work together, and make it together. So that when we sit down and look back where we are coming from, we will know, yes, we have achieved something. You understand? So that is the goal, guys. So I need you all to support the project, invite people, get the token. A lot of opportunities, guys. A lot of. Soon, Solid Social will be employing people. Solid Social is going to be employing. And our operating office is going to be UAE. That is our base. We are finalizing our registration right now and our license to operate in UAE. All the payments have been made. Everything has been done. Thousands of dollars. We have made all the payment to operate in the UAE and everything. License, fully licensed. You understand? So When by in the next 21 days, everything should be ready. And Solid Social is going to be employing more than 10,000 workers in the future, just like the way Facebook have a lot of workers in different countries. As we are getting bigger, the more people we employ. So a lot of community members here, I will encourage us to go and study about blockchain if you can. Study about smart contract. If you study about DApp, it's not just to invest in crypto alone. Start creating, developing yourself. You understand? Start developing, except maybe, oh, you have a job you are doing. I'm talking particularly to the youth, to the young ones that are in this meeting. Start, learning something new related to blockchain, because they are the first people we are going to be employing. And when we employ you in the UAE there, we are going to be giving you residence permit, a working permit, everything. We are going to be providing all your documentation. No matter which country you are, we will fly you over. As long as you are our member and you have the skills, we will fly you over and give you all the documentation. Those are the licenses they are giving to us. They are working right now. The license that will enable us fly any amount of workers in that will work for us if we want to. So this is not a child's play, guys. This is a serious business. Let's get serious with it. And we all will benefit from it. Thank you so much, guys. God bless you.